Story number 5. Oh, there's a good story behind all of these, by the way. A good story. Story number 5. Georgia man arrested for stealing 53-foot trailer worth $100,000 in coffee.
The woman with the ho-hos and the hoo-hoos.
Like the woman with the ho-hos and hoo-hoos.
Coffee at cost or retail?
We'll go more into it. That was the headline.
Okay. All right. I'll say true then, because there could be.
I'm gonna say they're all true.
They're all true.
I don't have any ideas about any of these stories, but I'm gonna say they're all true.
I'm going false on the check. If you got a teenager cashing that, you wouldn't normally think to arrest a teenager. Yeah, teenagers are dumb, and any cop should know that if the bank teller called the cops over a $238 billion check, where you would normally say, "Kid, get out of here. That check's not going to cash." Then, yeah, I'm calling that one false. And if it is true, the bank teller is a scumbag. We should go to jail for being a scumbag who can't communicate on any level.
True. Sparky, what are you thinking? You're thinking all true?
All true. All
right.
true.
Same thing with Stat Girl, right?
So, yes, true.
All right. We'll cut into story number 1. Georgia man arrested for robbing a golden pantry. No, that was the headline. It didn't give you any backdrop. It didn't tell you what happened.
Yeah, true.
True story.
True.
It is a true story. Now, for a little bit, a little bit of background to this. Remember when I said earlier that Georgia criminals aren't that bright? Apparently, this guy came in. He asked for an application. He filled out the application with all of his personal information, real personal information, including the name and address of his uncle that he was staying with, in order for the cops to come and find him.
I like my sign better, though.
Your sign's better.
My sign.
Because Paul will think this is funny.
I used to fill out.
Hello. Can you see it?
Golden Pantry only if only the Golden Corral was open. Very true. Very true. I mean, there's no words to describe how dumb that criminal was. In words of dumbness, that was a 10. That, like, you have officially succeeded in life of being a criminal.
I mean, I used to fill out applications. Like, I used to fill out applications with fake names, so that when like references were my mom, my dad, my neighbor, and make up different numbers and shit, like to Domino's and all that nice crap. Just so that way it gave the people or the hiring managers at the time something to talk about, and I felt like I was also wasting somebody's time. Like, the production line would stop there, but just, to look at an application like, oh my god, is this guy even real? But,
My God, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Story number 2, Georgia teen arrested for trying to cash a fake check for $360 billion with a B dollars.
It's better be fake.
No, man, it is true.
Somebody arrest the bank teller.
Apparently, when you steal checks and then fraudulently make them out,
Leonardo DiCaprio, and you can't do it good. Guess what? You're going to jail.
Try to make them out to cash and not yourself.
That situation could have been so easily dissolved by saying, do you have any ID? No. Well, I guess if they made it out to themselves, but for $360 billion.
That was the first and only mistake.
I mean, you would have to just say to the kid, like, just give me the checkbook if you have it. Now, if they refuse, there's more to that story. There has to be.
Oh, yes, there is more to the story. Just you wait and see. There we go. Can you see it?
Oh, I have a check for $360 billion. Can I have it in ones?
That's probably why they didn't want to do it.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
You come to the bank thinking we have money.
That kid ruined his life by stealing a checkbook and trying to make it out to cash. What a retard. Yeah, ruined,
all the
ruined,
bank
dude.
robbers are telling them the right way to do it now in jail. Like,
You would think. Yeah, you would think. All right, story number 3. Georgia man arrested for indecent exposure for running through the streets in nothing but heels and a turban.
It's
True story.
It's true.
It is a true story.
Getting kinky in Georgia.
Getting kinky in Georgia.
Hold on, not yet. He wants to probably tell the story a little bit first.
Here comes a fun little factoid for this story. When the police found him, he was hiding behind a tree, trying to put on women's underwear.
At least he was putting something on and not taking something off.
True. So in that whole instance, he was wearing women's underwear, high heels, and a turban.
At least he wasn't taking the underwear off of a dead woman and then applying them onto himself.
That's true. He
That's
brought
also-
his own. I don't know if he actually stole it off a line, maybe.
You could probably buy them at Walmart or anywhere that sells, stuff like that.
Maybe.
Underwear.
I like the picture. Show him the picture.
Let's see this. Let's see that footage.
Let's see the magic.
Back in the day, I made a lot of money in heels and a turban.
It's variously interpretable. I love it.
That is wow. Yeah. How only to cut into that besides story number 4. Georgia man arrested for holding up a diner with a garden rake.
True story. Let's just say it's true. All right, let's just get this going.
False story, Sparkles.
Whoa!
False story.
Aw, he's so sad.
I put some thought into this one. Look at that. I had some thought into that one.
Give me your money or I will rake you. Oh!
False story. It didn't add up because, I took you said that the people of Georgia, your words, not mine, are dumb. Retards.
Now here's a funny backstory
So
behind
was
this
they a
one.
mistake? I was thinking to myself, now Tony thinks that they're dumb, and they probably are. Would they mistake a whole rake as a gun? Or is this guy just super convincing in his seersucker suit looking like Colonel Sanders, telling them that this is a
Kevin.
goddamn gun?
Kevin, I'm going to interrupt you for a second because this is actually based on a true story. And a Georgia man actually did hold up a store. He held up a gas station store with a pitchfork.
That's scarier than a rape.
Now, when he was arrested, he dropped the pitchfork on the counter where they got his prints from, and he grabbed the whole cashier, the whole till. He grabbed the till, left the pitchfork on the table, and ran out the door.
So Tony, you're telling me they went all CSI Georgia on his ass, right?
They went CSI Georgia on him, and they did catch him later on with his fingerprints on the pitchfork.
Fingerprint technology.
Yeah.
Hold on, nobody touched the pitchfork.
I'm so glad he got $43. He probably paid more for the pitchfork than he did out of the till that he stole from the cash register.
Yeah, he probably wanted to steal so he can go up to the Walmart and buy a brand new pitchfork.
True.
Think about that. Yeah. He's like, I will trade in my old pitchfork at the Walmart. Walmart said, you didn't buy that here, buddy. You can't just return it. Why don't you go rob a gas station with it? Come back with some money. Oh, Walmart. Thank you. I'll go and do that.
Story number 5. Georgia man arrested for stealing 53-foot trailer with $100K in coffee is a true story.
Okay.
Here's the funny story behind that one. The coffee that was inside wasn't bougie coffee. Heck, it was almost dirt. It was Folgers Crystals.
Oh, man.
$139,000 worth of Folgers coffee was inside the 53-foot trailer. Sparky, let's see that footage.
Now sing it. You have to sing it.
I'm gonna have to like get
waking up.
It's stealing Folgers in the truck.
Yeah, that's right. The best part of waking up is stealing Folgers and the truck.
Stealing Folgers in the truck.
This is your best piece of work. Put it up one more time.
Two things with this story. A, how is Folgers worth anything near $139,000? First of all, it's like liquid dirt.
How many cases?
That was a 53-foot trailer. It didn't say the amount of cases, but I guess the whole trailer was filled with $139,000 worth of Folgers coffee.
Okay, so you just so say you got 24 and you're selling the Folgers crystals for $5 a crack, and one case has 24 in it. So that's about.
It's 120.
That's about, okay, so 5 and 12 is 60, so 120 per box, 120 per box. You got a good 1,000 boxes right there. So I guess it was doable with 1,000 boxes or 1,000 cases in a truck that big. But they're definitely taking the retail price. No way Folgers. No way.
Definitely.
Folgers, because it costs Folgers what? One dude.
It costs Folgers one dude and 1,000 boxes of coffee. And that concludes our episode of Georgia Man this week.
Georgia Man.
Gotta wait. Hurry.
That's okay. You guys can keep talking.
Georgia once again does not disappoint in the special category of backyard dealings, theft, stupidity, no meth this week, which is
Georgia. They were the first state that wanted to reopen everything.
Oh yeah.
So congratulations, Georgia. You will be the guinea pigs in this one, voluntarily. They're the first to go outdoors in the whole idea. They're going to be the first ones out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, you spelled it right.
Oh wow!
All right, Sparkalicious, where can you happen to find us if you are happening to look for us?
Well, you can find us on all our major streaming platforms. You can find us on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Castbox, Deezer, Pocket Cast, Facebook Live,
Podchaser.
YouTube.
Podchaser.
Did I say teaser?
No, Podchaser. Podchaser.
And there was an interesting story you told me about the other day.
There was an interesting story. I was looking at stats, and apparently we had a download in the Pandora category.
Listen. Pandora's finally seeing that we're worth something.
Very nice. I've been trying to promote here and there to people to find us on Pandora, even though I thought that we weren't on Pandora.
You know what? I didn't think that we were either. And then when I actually went in to go look for us, we're not there. So I don't know how somebody somebody watched us
it's a Mandela
or listened to us.
Happening.
It's a Mandela effect.
It was the Mandela effect. It was weird.
Not yet.
Oh, look at that. We're doing next week Hawaii Man.
Oh, crap.
Ooh.
Home of fictional beloved character, Magnum P.I.
Are you going to shave next week for that?
Yeah, you got to get the...
Come out of retirement one more time.
Home of my girl, Tulsi Gabbard. Love her to death.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
There's got to be a pineapple story in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be boofing a pineapple.
Or eaten by a shark.
God. Yeah, eaten by a shark, I can see that. Or molesting a shark. There's going to be some bestiality going on out there.
Oh,
definitely.
Definitely.
Because whatever animals they do have.
Somebody
they're
getting
gonna try to
flogged